evening, you're watching 7 at 7, the only news bulletin where we curate the day's top 7 stories for our viewers. Right before I take you through the headlines, I want to quickly get you up to speed where India stands numerically with its fight against COVID-19. I want to break down the numbers there. Let's quickly take a look. Overall numbers where we stand in terms of India, our positive caseload of 80,40,203. We've recorded till now 1,20,527 deaths. Let's break it down state-wise. Maharashtra continues to dominate with a total positive toll of 16,60,766 and 43,554 deaths. That is 1/3 of the total national death toll. Second is the state of Andhra Pradesh with a total positive caseload of 8,40,774 and 6,643 deaths. Karnataka is on the third spot with a total positive caseload of 8,12,784 deaths, just 2,000 short of Andhra Pradesh, but a higher death toll of 11,046. This is what it looks like in terms of numerically breaking it down, where India stands with its fight against COVID-19. Meanwhile, let me now take you. So this is the biggest admission that has come in on the Pulwama attack in India, and it's come from none else but Pakistan. A minister on the floor of the parliament in Pakistan went ahead and admitted to Pulwama. Pakistan Science and Technology Minister Fawad Hussain Chaudhry credited Imran Khan for the 2019 terror attacks in which 40 CRPF Jawans lost their lives. Speaking at the Pakistan Assembly, Chaudhry claims that Pulwama was in fact Imran Khan's biggest achievement. In fact, Chaudhry's statement is in stark contrast to Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's repeated denials of Pulwama. Listen in.
आप असेंबली के फ्लोर के ऊपर आप बातें कर रहे हैं और फिर झूठ इतने एतमाद से बोल रहे हैं कि झूठा शख्स भी क्या बात करेगा। जिस एतमाद से उन्होंने आके ये बातें की यहाँ पर कि स्पीकर जनाब शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब की टांगें कांप रही थी, कह रहे थे हिंदुस्तान हमला कर रहा है। हमने हिंदुस्तान को घुस के मारा है जनाब स्पीकर वहां पे। और पुलवामा में जो कामयाबी है, पुलवामा में जो हमारी कामयाबी है, वो इमरान खान की क़यादत में इस कौम की कामयाबी है। उसके हिस्सेदार आप भी सब हैं, उसके हिस्सेदार हम भी सब हैं।
दुनिया जानती है कि पाकिस्तान एक आतंकवादी देश है। आतंकवादियों के बड़े बड़े ट्रेनिंग सेंटर पाकिस्तान के अंदर हैं। आतंकवादियों को पाकिस्तान फंडिंग करता है। और अब चूंकि पाकिस्तान के एक मंत्री ने यह मान लिया है कि पुलवामा हमला जो कश्मीर घाटी के अंदर हुआ था वो पाकिस्तान ने करवाया था, पाकिस्तान के ट्रेंड आतंकवादियों ने वो हमले को सरअंजाम दिया था, तो एक बात सिद्ध हो गई कि पाकिस्तान आतंकवादी देश है।
All right, this is not the only admission that has taken place on the floor of the Assembly of Pakistan. A big admission was that Pakistan was compelled to release Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman under pressure because they feared an impending Indian attack if they had not.
अमेरिका ना उच्च एक व्यक्ति एक निवेदन કર્યું કે મોદીએ બીજા દિવસે એક સાથે 12 મિસાઇલો આ સારું થયું કે પાકિસ્તાને પાયલોટને પાછો મોકલવાની જાહેરાત કરી દીધી, નહીં તો એ રાત કતલની રાત હતી.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi warning of a night of massacre in Pakistan if it had failed to release Wing Commander Abhinandan. Prime Minister Modi's April 2019 words over a month after Pakistan released the Indian pilot now stand vindicated.
पैर कांप रहे थे, पसीने माथे पे थे और हमसे शाह महमूद साहब ने कहा, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर साहब ने, कि खुदा का वास्ता है अब इसको वापस जाने दें, क्योंकि 9 बजे रात को हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान पे अटैक कर रहे हैं.
A stunning revelation on the circumstances around Wing Commander Abhinandan was made on the floor of Pakistan's National Assembly by Ayaz Sadiq, a member of Pakistan Parliament and its former Speaker.
जिसमें प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने आने से इनकार कर दिया और चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ तशरीफ लाए. पैर कांप रहे थे, पसीने माथे पे थे और हमसे शाह महमूद साहब ने कहा, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर साहब ने कि खुदा का वास्ता है अब इसको वापस जाने दें, क्योंकि 9 बजे रात को हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान पे अटैक कर रहे हैं।
Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan did not even attend the meeting in Pakistan's National Assembly to discuss India's ultimatum to release Wing Commander Abhinandan. It was General Qamar Javed Bajwa who asked all members of Parliament to facilitate the release of Wing Commander Abhinandan.
आर्मी चीफ ने जनरल कमर बाजवा साहब ने वहाँ पे ये ब्रीफिंग दी और अभिनंदन के रिलीज करने के ज़रूरत पे जोर दिया और इस बात का इम्प्रेशन दिया गया कि इसके की अपीजमेंट का कोई ना कोई जो है मस्बत असरात जो है भारत की तरफ से आए।
A day after the Balakot bombing in February 2019, Wing Commander Abhinandan was shot down as he fired and destroyed a Pakistani Air Force F-16 in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. It now emerges India was willing to go up the escalation ladder, including fire missiles at Pakistan terror camps, and Imran Khan was forced to release Wing Commander Abhinandan because Pakistan feared the Indian escalation.
From the statements of Pakistani leaders Ayaz Sadiq and Khwaja Asif, it's clear that Imran Khan and General Qamar Javed Bajwa did not release Wing Commander Abhinandan Vartman out of the goodness of their heart. It was fear, raw fear, that India would attack Pakistan. Top sources in the government had already told India today that India was ready to escalate. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's directive to the armed forces was clear. We had to bring back Wing Commander Abhinandan at any cost, and India was always on top of the escalation ladder. India also exposed Pakistan's nuclear bogey once again. With cameraman Kripal Singh in Delhi, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
The point is, this wasn't the only admission that was done on the floor of the assembly in Pakistan, but the Science and Technology Minister made the biggest admission of it all, admitting to Pulwama. Connecting to my colleague Gaurav Sawant, joining us live for more updates on that. You know, Gaurav, now that you have a minister, a sitting minister, admitting to Pulwama as an accomplishment or an achievement of Pakistan, what tangible action can India take at the back of it? Because this is open admission.
This indeed is. In fact, India painstakingly carried out investigations into the Pulwama bomb attack, and India, the National Investigation Agency, Preeti, found out that the bomb maker Umar Farooq was a Pakistani. He's the nephew of that Maulana of terror, Masood Azhar. 35 kilograms of high-grade RDX came from Pakistan through the Samba route. He stayed with a local Kashmiri in Pulwama, but he sent all images of the bomb making to Rauf Asghar in Pakistan, in Bahawalpur. There's electronic evidence of that. Money came from Pakistan. There's electronic evidence of that. Not only that, there's a selfie of the bomb makers, including, Umar Farooq, who's a Pakistani national, which goes on to prove that Pakistan was involved in this terror attack, plus the confession of a sitting Science and Technology Minister of Pakistan that this was an accomplishment of Imran Khan कि हिंदुस्तान के घर में घुसकर मारा, where we lost 40 braves of the Central Reserve Police Force. Now it's for government of India to take this to the next logical conclusion and expose Pakistan completely at the Financial Action Task Force, and hope that Pakistan will be blacklisted till it takes action against state sponsors of terror, Preeti, like that Maulana of terror, Masood Azhar, Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, and the India-centric terror factories in Pakistan, Preeti.
Appreciate you joining us, Gaurav. You can go and join Gaurav Sawant for more details at 10:30 p.m. today. With that, I want to quickly now cut across to the other big developing story that we're tracking very closely, and that is the NIA's crackdown on terror funding. The NIA continued its crackdown there today, conducting raids at 9 locations, 7 in Srinagar and 2 in Delhi. 6 NGOs have been raided, including the property of former Delhi Minority Commission Chief Zafarul Islam Khan. All of this after the probe agency conducted raids across 10 locations in Kashmir, 1 in Bengaluru. Meanwhile, the NIA has made sensational disclosures in the terror funding case. NIA sources reveal that those who were raided were collecting funds from abroad to propagate terror. These funds were collected in the garb of social work. NIA sources say that publications which were raided were allegedly trying to sow seeds of discontent. Further, NIA claims that while army was being painted as an oppressor, terrorists were being glorified.
Driven by Hyundai Smart Cars for Smart India.
The situation in Munger, Bihar continues to be extremely tense. A day after a heavy crackdown on what happened in Munger during Durga idol immersions where one person was killed, Munger continues to be on the boil. Fuming over the killing of an 18-year-old during idol immersion, there was fresh violence. Vehicles were vandalized and set ablaze outside the police station in Munger. Following the violence, the police conducted a flag march. Amidst rising tensions, EC has ordered immediate removal of SP Lippi Singh and Munger's DM Rajesh Meena, ordering an inquiry into the entire incident. The EC also said that the probe must be completed within a week. Remember, the police claims that anti-social elements had fired that led to the killing and they had to lathi charge to maintain what they say was law and order. They came under heavy criticism for the same.
हम पहले भी अपील कर चुके हैं शांति से रहें जो भी स्थिति है उसको नियंत्रण में किया जा रहा है उपद्रवी तत्व जो है वो बीच में नहीं आए और क्षति ना पहुंचाएं जो कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए वो हम लोग करेंगे जांच होगी सब भी कोई भी उपद्रवी तत्व ना आए और लोग उसका भीड़ का पार्ट ना बने निश्चित रूप से चिन्हित करके कार्रवाई होगी वीडियो फुटेज भी आया है सब लोग इस तरह की जो घटनाएं बर्दाश्त नहीं की जा सकती
Let's get you the latest developments in the Kerala gold scam case. The ED is continuing its crackdown. It's asked for 7-day custody of Kerala Chief Minister's former Principal Secretary Sivasankaran. Now, the latest is that the agency had sought 14 days custody, but Sivasankar had cited health issues. During the investigation, WhatsApp chats between Sivasankar and prime accused Swapna revealed that she had requested him to intervene with the terminal manager for clearance of a diplomatic baggage without examination by the Customs Department. In a statement to the ED on October 15, Sivasankar confessed to have followed Swapna's request. On July 5th, custom officials seized 30 kgs worth of gold, worth 15 crores at the Thiruvananthapuram airport from a diplomatic cargo addressed to a person in the UAE consulate. Swapna Suresh, an ex-UAE consulate employee, and many others have been arrested and grilled in this case. All right, let's quickly shift focus right now to France. Under a lot of criticism as well as pressure, where the French President Emmanuel Macron was concerned. More than a week now after a teacher was beheaded, another knife attack in France has taken place in Nice, which has left 3 people dead. A 70-year-old woman was beheaded inside the Notre Dame church in Paris by the attacker. 2 other people were also killed in the terror attack. The police claimed the incident as an act of terrorism. Police claim that 2 people were confirmed to have been dead in the attack and several were injured. French authorities have claimed that the attacker repeatedly shouted, Allahu Akbar.
Mes chers collègues, nous venons d'apprendre à l'instant, pendant que s'exprimait le Premier ministre, qu'un attentat d'une gravité extrême s'est produit à Nice, où d'après les informations parcellaires dont je dispose, au moins une personne aurait été assassinée, tandis que d'autres seraient... Je parle au conditionnel de là où je suis, je n'ai pas plus d'informations. Quoi qu'il en soit, je vous demande, dans ces circonstances tragiques, d'observer 1 minute de silence en solidarité à l'égard de la ou des victimes, évidemment de l'ensemble de ses proches.
Welcome back. You're watching a fact-check segment where we bust certain myths masquerading to be facts right here in India today. Well, there were visuals which were floating about of protests which were said to be during the Bihar elections. That's wrong. These pictures that you have seen possibly on WhatsApp groups is wrong. These protests took place not in Bihar but in Haryana and not this year at all. With that, it's a wrap on 7 at 7, but do stay tuned. Up next is To The Point, and our focus this time is the 28-seat by-poll election in Madhya Pradesh. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.